Hello everyone and welcome to St. Andrews Institute of Technology and Management, Gurgaon, Delhi NCR. St. Andrews Institute of Technology and Management is the best college in the entire country. It has the best infrastructures, the best facilities it provides to students. It provides quality education at very affordable prices. It provides 100% job placement in assistance, and this is very student centric college. It has a variety of courses to choose from like BBA, BCA and BTech, and they're soon starting up with MBA, architecture and law. It is one of the finest college of the countries. If you choose St. Andrews, you will be choosing the best career choice for yourself. Okay. The subject we shall be taking in this video over here is Principles of Software Engineering. The code for the subject is CSE 302F. F means the scheme. This is a CSE 6 semester subject according to the syllabus of MDU University Rohtak. This is the last, I would say, the lecture in the fourth series and also the last topic of the syllabus. So we'll be discussing case tools over here, like the building blocks, the integrated environment architecture, repository, etc. So with this video, we shall be coming to the end of your syllabus. I Shalini from CSE department, shall take you forward in the video. Okay. Case or computer aided software engineering. See, it means development and maintenance of software projects with the help of various automated tools, right? So what you're doing, you are depending upon the various software tools you are developing and maintaining your projects, right? These are basically software application programs that are used to automate SDLC activities, right? When we started our very first syllabus, we talked with software programs and SDLC models. So now these case tools are the one that automate these SDLC activities. So whatever the activities that go inside this SDLC models, the various phases, they all are being taken care by the case tools, right? Case tools are used by software project managers, analysts and engineers to develop software system. So who uses them? The manager uses them, the analyst and engineers. They all develop these to make a software system. Okay, so you have a number of case tools to simplify various stages of SDLC, such as analysis tools. You have design tools, you have project management tools, you have database management tools, and you have documentation tools, right? So use of case tools accelerates the development of project to produce desired result and help uncover flaws before moving ahead with the next stage, right? So this will also speed up the performance because it is an automated process, it's not manual. And with this you will accelerate your development of the project, so your project will take lesser amount of time and you will get the desired result. Also, if there are any mistakes, the case tools will help you find it out, right? Okay, so they are basically divided according to the particular stage of SDLC they are put into, like upper tools, lower tools and integrated tools. So upper tools, they are used in the upper layers like planning, analysis and design, and lower case would be used in implementation, testing and maintenance, right? And integrated, what will they do? They will help in integration, like from requirement gathering to testing and documentation. So they will be helpful in all the stages, right? So it, and even case tools can be grouped together if they have similar functionality, process activities and capabilities of getting integrated with other tools, right? So this is how it looks like. The planning, analysis and design is the upper case, the implementation, testing and maintenance is the lower case, and with all these cases you have the integrated case, right? So now we come to the next topic, that is building blocks for case. So what are the building blocks that are used for case? See, so case or computer aided software engineering can be as simple as a single tool, right, that supports a specific software engineering activities, or as complex as a complete environment. So it can range from one tool to a complete environment. Environment means it will have tools, it will have database, it will have people, there'll be hardware, there'll be a network, there'll be an operating system, there'll be global standards or normal standards, and there'll be myriad other components, right? The environment means it will be a full kind of a component, full complete. So this can be depending upon your need or your activity, you will have from a single tool to a complete environment. The environment architecture composed of the hardware platform and system support. What will it have? Hardware platform and system support. System support is networking, database management, object management services, and this lays the groundwork for case. But the case environment itself demands other building blocks, right? So your case environment will demand it from other building blocks. A set of portability services provide a bridge between case tools and integration framework. See, now you know there are tools we discussed earlier. We discussed that there is an environment in the upper, upper kind of point, and we discussed there's a hardware and it will have a system support. Now, and there's an integration network. So between the integration network and the environment, there's this portable set of service providers. There's this portability services and number of them that actually it helps to bridge the gap between tools and framework and the environment architecture. So there's a complete services that are meant for this, that will help into the integration also, and that will help in the kind of a cohesion working of the software also, right? Okay. The integration framework is a collection of specialized program that enables individual case tools to communicate with one another. So now you know that this will help one tool to help to communicate with the other tool, right? So like to create a project database and to exhibit the same look and feel to the end user, so that you don't feel like they're different, like the other user at the other end doesn't feel that they are a major component, they're working and there's not a single system. So to make the user experience better and to just kind of actually keep all the working away from him, you will actually have a kind of this thing, kind of a project database, and these like kind of this integration framework that will integrate in such a manner that you will not feel as to there are different components that are working. And what will be helping out in all these stuff, there's this portability services, right? Okay. So these portability services allow case tools and their integration framework to migrate across different hardware platforms, right? So it is not platform, because anything that you want, you need it to be portable. That is, you can carry it. You can carry it and move it. You can carry and move, right? And operating system without significant adaptive maintenance. So you want something that requires low of maintenance, and it can be carried on to different OS and hardware. So this is what the portability service provides you. See, here's your diagram also. So the at the upper end you have case tools, then you have the integration framework, then there are these portability services, there's operating system, there's hardware platform, and there's this environment architecture, right? So now you know all these stuff. Okay. The next topic that we come to is integrated case environments and architecture. So integrated case environment first we'll discuss, then we'll discuss the architecture, right? So they're very simple points, and I try to put up in points so that you don't have to kind of have any problem into like remembering this point. So like if it is a simple, short and crisper, you can actually retain the point and you can write it in your exams. And this is a question that usually comes also, the integrated case environment and architecture. So what does this do? So you'll first discuss the case thing that you have discussed earlier. You can say a brief thing about them, then you can say something about the environment that it provides. But what will be the environment like? Think about yourself and what it will contain. See, if you look at one and single point, kind of like one at a time, you'll see that it is actually correct. So it provides mechanism for sharing information among all tools contained in the environment. What it will do, it will actually share information among all tools that are contained in the environment. It will enable changes to items to be tracked to other information items. So you can actually track the changes. Then you provide version control and overall configuration management, right? Then you allow direct access to any tool contained in the environment. So there will be this direct access to the environment that you'll be having in. Then there's been established automated support for the chosen software process model, integrating case tools and SCI into a standard work breakdown structure, that is a WBS structure, right? So you'll have an you'll have this model and you have these tools, and there will be this science kind of standard work that there will be a particular structure of it. So all this will be in the environment, the structures to allow which version it will have, the version control, the configuration management, the changes, the information about the tools contained, the access to any tool that can be directly. So all these things will be in case environment. And also it will enable users of each tool to experience a consistent look and feel at the human HCI, that is human computer interface, so that the user at the end does not feel that this he should have a rich experience of the tool that he's using it. And why does the user want to be bothered about what kind of a programming language you are using or what kind of a tool you are using to automate that, right? He does not need it. He just wants something. He gave his requirements, and according to his requirement he needs an output, right? So his desired requirements are specified, so that is what he normally caters to. So this environment, it will actually make the HCI more convenient to him, right? Okay. Then there will be support communication among software engineers, right? So this environment definitely it will provide support, because without this common support kind of communication, the software engineers can work together. Then you will collect both management and technical matrices to improve the process and the product. So you will have both management as well as technical matrices to improve the process and the product. Then you have an integration architecture, user interface layer. Then there's an interface toolkit that contains software for UI management and library of display objects. Then there's this common presentation protocols, guidelines that give all case tools the same look and feel, that is icons, mouse behavior, menu names, object names. Then there's this tools layer, the tool management services, control behavior of tools inside environment, the case tools themselves, the object management layer, that is OML, which will perform the configuration management function, and they'll be working with case repository and OML provide integration. So repository we'll taking in the next topic, like we are discussing it. And there'll be the shared repository structure, wherein the case database and access control functions enabling this object management layer that will interact with the database, right? So this will have the architecture. You remember what will you have? User interface, tool layer, interface toolkit, a presentation layer, case tools itself, tool management services, the OML object management layer, and a shared repository layer. Simple. 8 points. Okay. Now we come to case repository, right? So a case repository repository means it's a collection. So what are the functions it will perform? It will have data integrity. So this includes functions to validate entries to the repository and ensure consistency among related objects. It will have what? It will have functions to validate entries to the repository and ensure consistency among related objects. Information gathering, that it provides mechanism for sharing information among multiple developers and multiple tools. You will have share information among multiple developers and there will be multiple tools. Controls modification of information. Data tool integration, that is establishes shared data model and performs configuration management functions. What will you do? You will establish a shared data model and you will perform configuration management functions via data tool integration. Data integration, that is the DBMS system allowing access to related objects, so function can be achieved. What it will have access to related objects, so functions can be achieved. Methodology enforcement, the ER model used to define steps needed to be conducted to build the repository contents. Document standardization, definition of objects in the database leads directly to a standard approach for creation of engineering documents. Next we have important DBMS features relevant to case repository, that is non-redundant data storage, high level access, data independence, transaction control, ad hoc data queries and reports, openness and multi-user support, right? What were the DBMS features that you have? Non-redundant data storage, high level access, data independent, transaction control, ad hoc data queries, reports, openness and multi-user support. Next we come to special features of case repository, that is storage of sophisticated data structures, that is diagrams, documents, files, simple variables, information model describing relationship, and semantics of data stored in the repository. So all will this will be have a sophisticated data structure for it is available in the case repository. Then there's integrity enforcement. Integrity enforcement by business rules, policies, constraints, requirements on the information that you enter, and triggers that are used to check the validity of the model, right, in real time. So now we have 2 points, that is storage of sophisticated data structure and integrity and enforcement. Then you have semantic rich tool interface. Semantic rule means repository meta models contain semantics that enable a variety of tools to interact meaning of data stored in the repository. And last we have process or project management, contains information about the software application, the characteristics of each project, and the organization general process for software development, phases, tasks and deliverables. Okay, so the next we have, you don't have to actually write this much, but this is just for your point, like if you really want to, but you can do the services part and the first 2 slides in the case repository, that'll be enough. If you want, you can write the functions and this kind of the features you can write the functions, the features. You can write the special features if you love to, but you can just take the main points and you can explain it a little bit. And the last you can do is a configuration management features you can do. So what are the features of it? So it will have versioning, and it will have dependency tracking and change management, it will have requirement tracking, it will have a configuration management, and it will have an audit trials, right? So I will come to the end of the syllabus and the unit also, and this slide also. The various 4 questions that it can ask you for case tools, it can ask you for short note on building blocks of case, it will briefly describe an integrated case environment and architecture, and what is a case repository. That's all for the day. Thank you.